Okay, you can either use your drill press or a hand drill. Same size bit. I'm going to start off on the first mark made, and then I'm going to go every other one. There's one there. I'm going to skip. One here, I'm skipping. Next one. And I'm going to continue this all the way down and around. Right? We'll be right back to you, and I'll finish drilling. Okay, now as you can see, all the holes are drilled on every other step from the way I marked it. What I'm going to do here, as you can see, I left this open. We're going to stitch through both sides, but we're not going to start at the top. What I will do is start from behind. I'm going to go down at least 1, 2, 3, 4th hole, and I'm going to come through. Now I want to make sure I have enough thread to finish my back stitch as I come through everything. And I'll catch you when we get down here going backwards. See you in a minute. Okay, now we're already down here. Now we're going to start back threading, which will close up the gaps. But the gaps will get closed up once we start applying the oils and waxes. And we'll see you when we get up top, because I'm sure you don't want to spend your day watching me. So, alright, we'll be right back. Okay, now I've stitched up or down and back. I'm at this point. Well, I have both of these on the inside. This is not where I want these knots to be. So what I'm going to do is go where I originally started. That's why I want this gap. I'm going to stick the needle in here, and I'm going to pull it through the inside. See how it's inside here now? There's nothing back here. Then I'm going to take the rest of this off. And now I'm going to thread the needle again. And by threading this needle again, I'm going to go back through the other hole over here. Now, don't get frustrated. It's tight. There it is. And I'm going to pull that out. Pull the remaining thread out, pull the needle off. Now, both threads are on the inside carriage. So, what I will do, again, triple knot. All right. Triple knot is done. Take this down to a 32nd of an inch. Discard the rest of that. Now you'll see the knot is inside the seam. Using an awl or a poker, I will set this knot as deep into that. That's why I wanted play in here. Now you can see. And what we will do, again, back to contact cement. Lay it in there. Piece of paper towel. Pinch it. Clamp it. Yep. And then that'll reseal this outer edge of the seam between the two stitches as it goes down in. Alright, we'll be back in a couple minutes and we'll deal with the rest of it. Alright everyone, this is set up pretty good. I'm guessing by now. It's only been a couple minutes. It's all we need. Oh yeah. Alright, don't, like I said earlier, I'm not worried about this edge yet. Now you all would have thought, oh yeah, he's going to take his rotary tool and just cut all that off. Nah. Follow me over here and we'll get this done. The reason I leave a gap is because I'm going to use a sander. It'll give me nice burn edges on the end. Love it. Now you know why I left an outside edge. Burned it right down. Looks rustic. I'm loving it. So now we got to figure out what kind of leather conditioner we're going to use. First, a stain. Then we'll get into mink oil, and I also have some other oils. The mink oil is more for a final finish for water repellency. But we'll be right back. I'm going to get some gloves on and we'll get this thing finished. Alright everybody, we're back at the bench. Now you know what? I'm thinking I want to do a little bit of funky in here. As you can see, this one here is a plain Jane. This has been oiled and then been waterproofed with the mink oil. Well, let's do something a little different. Using a wax pencil or a crayon, gently scribe some lines. Let's see how this works. And let's see what happens here. Now, if you want to go plain Jane, that's fine. This one's done. But I'm going to go with This is a dark brown saddle. I'm going to roll this way today. Grab my sponge, wherever it went. Dark brown. And just hit it. I'm going to pick up some marks here and there. I'm not going to pick them all up, which I didn't want. I want it to look more antiqued than anything else. I want it to look like it was used. Hit across the back. Now, you can go as hard or as gentle as you want with this for color. But just let it sit in. Then when you get to your rougher leathers, for your flap, let it get down in there. As a matter of fact, go in a little bit. So by using that a little bit, you have darks and lights. The wax did work a little bit. There it goes. Yeah, not a bad test. I like it so far. Now this is going to dry, and when it cures, it's going to cure a little bit lighter. Then when we get over to oils, let me try something here. Since this has already been waxed and I really don't need a natural look, let me try just a white. A real gentle white. I'm kind of digging that too. So you can play with this. See what you like. I mean, just see what you want to do. It's all in the creativity. You might get done with something and say, "Oh, that's it. Stop. Don't want to go any further." I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing here. I'm not too worried about the threads or any of that. Just scratch it out. Let's see what that looks like when it dries. When we polish it up. I bet you that looks pretty cool at the end of the day. Alright, we'll be right back. Let's let these set for a second. And then we'll come back and we'll get it done with oils. Okay, and we're back. What we're going to do here now is I'm going to dip in neat's foot oil. Doesn't have to be Feedlings, but that's what I'm going to do because that's what I like to use. And I'm going to coat this whole thing real nice in this neat's foot oil. Oh yeah, there we go. Now, this at this point will be hung out to dry. Well, actually, I'm going to hang it in because I live in Florida and I don't need it raining. Neat's foot oil's done. Now, this one's already had neat's foot oil. So, what I'm going to do here now is Golden Mink. Again, the same company. No, nobody sponsors me. Get this at Tractor Supply. Whisk it, whisk it, whisk it until it gets like a milky kind of consistency there. And then what you want to do is, especially where you've already done your stitching, fill them holes. Get your mind out of it, gotta. Get it all in there good. And this is now preserving from moisture your leather. I put it on a little heavier than most people do. That'll be my issue. See, I like it. That came out pretty cool. Rode hard, hung up wet. That's the way I like things. And then put all this good stuff away. Take this off. I'm going to show you a little trick. And tomorrow, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to confiscate your wife's knife out of the kitchen and make your own fishing knife. We'll get there. I'll talk to you soon. You have a great night. God bless. See you on the next upload.